Tonight we're talking about issues of finances, issues of planning, and tonight we want to welcome on set the CEO of Nitumeni. This is Lisa Daisy. Oh my gosh, looks such like a model. Let's make welcome Lisa Daisy.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Madam.
Runway.
I feel so small standing next to Lisa. Please take a seat. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Looking lovely in red.
Can I just say you are gorgeous?
She is. You're ready for Valentine's.
Also ready to
You and
receive,
Mushik have
right?
issues. Yes. These two have issues. Wow. So, Madame, Nitumeni. Tikutume kute?
You want to tuma me, you can tuma me anywhere.
Anywhere.
Nitumeni kamene mfuna munituma.
Right.
Yes,
How did this idea come to life?
Wow, they say desperate times call for desperate measures. So, after staying 5 years without employment, trying to get employment, trying to get a job using the connections I have, it wasn't just working. I remember at some point we even started an organization with my friends, but it wasn't just working. So there came a point in my life I just thought, what can I do? And I thought I'm so passionate about baking.
Right.
So I thought, maybe I should come up with something like I should start cakes. I'm thinking to myself, a lot of people are doing cakes, and cakes are everywhere.
Everyone is doing everything.
Yes, exactly. Then I thought to myself, what unique thing can I do that nobody is doing? So it was really like I had to think hard to come up with Nitumeni. But there was a time when I just needed money because I'm an author also. So I needed money to publish my book. Okay, I had some money at some point, gave someone, but they didn't deliver. So I needed to come up with plan B. So what happened was I had to find a way of raising the money to publish my book. Then what happened was I approached my friend and I approached my mentor, asking them for a loan so that I do my books after selling, then give them the money back. My friend decided to help me without giving me a loan, but my mentor was like, okay, I'll give you. Then 2 days later, I tried to just text her to check on her. Then she was like, actually, I have something for you to do, and then I'll give you that money. Then she was like, I want you to run around for me tomorrow because I have a lot of things that I need to do and I can't do them. So that's how I went, and then she sent me to Parkra, she sent me to Ministry of Land, she sent me to Council.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Like I was all over.
Literally.
Yeah,
those places you need to have patience.
And you need to stand in queue.
Yes. But for some reason, I enjoyed what I was doing. And the amount of money she gave me, couldn't even compare to how much work I had done. So I was like, wow. Okay, this looks so interesting. So I remember even telling her to say, if you have any other errands, just call me, I'll be there.
Wow.
Nitumeni. So a point came.
How long ago was that?
That was last year, mid last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But I registered Nitumeni as a business in October on the 18th. No, not on the 18th, before the 18th.
Yeah, 18th was a holiday.
Yes.
That's our National Day of Prayer.
Anyway, everything happened so fast. So it's Nitumeni was born, and I just thought of, I can be doing errands for whoever wants me to do errands. I can wash your clothes, I can sweep your house.
Are you kidding?
House seats.
You can
are going
babysit.
for a vacation and you need someone, to remain in the house to, I can do all that.
How do you vet your clients? Like, let's say someone calls you up and they need you to run an errand for them, obviously. Do you do a background check? Do you know where this person is coming from, or do you just take the job?
Okay, most of the times I've done a background check, but sometimes most of my clients are recommendations whereby someone recommended me to say she does a good job. Let her do that, and I get to just like when someone calls me, someone I don't know. Yes, I'll get to go on Facebook just. Yeah.
All right. Facebook is a source of information for a lot of people. Eh?
Yeah.
Check. What are they all
most
about?
of the times when I just have a peace of mind to say, okay, this client seems to be genuine and all. Because I've actually had some of them who are weird, whereby they tell you to say they want you to do a job, like they want you to do a job for them. And then once you start doing the job, then they stop picking up the calls and what. So it's
because your payment has to come after you do the service.
Mostly when I trust a client, I tell them to say, okay, you can give me half.
Okay.
And then after the job is done, you give me the other half. But there are those clients who are just so good, whereby they want to give you everything, whereby they trust you to say you deliver the job. And most of the clients that I've had actually are like.
Wow. Are you just within Lusaka, or are you in other towns as well?
Okay, so at the moment, just in Lusaka, but I'm trying to come up with a team in all the provinces, whereby if anybody wants someone to do something for them, because I've been having these other calls like Choma and Siavonga and Ndola, whereby they're asking to say, okay, I want you to do this for me. Can you do this for me? And I'm not in Quito at that particular time. So I'm trying to get people to be stationed in different provinces, so that whenever we have something to do, I just go, hey, can you please do this for my client?
Go and get Kazia's wig at the salon.
Hey, wait, hold that thought. That sounds like a very good idea.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm stuck in
I'm
traffic,
stuck.
school runs, let me get my wig.
Under 5, you know, there's so many things.
There you go.
What happens when you're overwhelmed?
I've never really been very overwhelmed, but most of the times when I'm overwhelmed, I just take my breath in and out. But sometimes I call someone. Like there's this friend of mine I have who actually does similar things to what I do, but not exactly, because most of the things that I've been giving him to do are things that he has never done before. So I have to teach him to say, you need to do this and that. And all.
Have you employed anyone else, or it's just you at the moment?
At the moment, it's just me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I like about your story is that you are a UNZA graduate. And you know, people, there might be some graduates there who are saying, no, I can't do that job.
Exactly.
But if it's making money at the end of the day,
come on.
how did you make that decision? You didn't feel like pressure, like you'd meet your fellow graduates and you'd feel like, oh, Manipes, I'm doing something, that out there, working in an office, I'm running around for people.
I'm telling you, in my life, I've decided to say I'm not competing with anybody. I have my own race to run.
Amen.
And I don't need to compare myself to others for me to do what I'm doing. So long as I'm satisfied with what I'm doing, that's fine for me. I don't care whether my friends are in better offices than me, whether I'm wearing my jeans every day and running around.
You're putting food on the table.
I'm telling you, so long as I'm running my race and I know where I'm going, that's cool.
What's the weirdest errand someone has ever asked you to run for them?
Okay, the weirdest errand. Let me think about it. But mostly, my errands haven't been that weird. Maybe going to check someone's plot, but that's not weird.
Check it at your
But why haven't they contacted their own relatives?
Hey, some people don't trust their own blues.
Oh,
so maybe
because they're thinking if she goes to the plot.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, it's kind of okay. You know how family is sometimes. Most of the clients that I've had, especially those in the diaspora, they would tell me to say, okay, my family is this and that and what. So
and those are so not trusting, eh? They don't trust anyone.
And sometimes it's because maybe their family are not in Lusaka, whereby they are able to do the job, and also it's like that.
Sounds like you have to have you have to be a person of your word, a lot of trust,
Trustworthy.
Yes,
trustworthy.
exactly,
It's the
exactly.
biggest thing.
Exactly. No wonder even the people I want to be working with, they should be very trustworthy.
Right.
Because I get to handle a huge amount of money. Like someone calls me, I need you to buy me a fridge. They stay in Siabonga, so I need to get that money, and it's a lot, and I need to buy their fridge. So for me to get someone to on board, they should be very
Yeah,
trustworthy.
issues of being
Do you
trustworthy.
do you have working hours? Say, for instance, someone wants you to maybe run an errand that will end late.
Okay, the goodness with me, too many, you can human me anytime, so long as
Serious?
it's safe. Yeah,
Yeah.
so long as it's safe and I have a safe way of getting where I'm going. And yeah, I don't really normally have.
So we can't call your phone and it's like off.
No.
You won't even blame load shedding.
No. My phone is ever on, but on Sunday
I can see Lina going, Debonias,
Exactly.
they're about to
Like
close.
I'm thinking, you know what? I'm
If
at
you
home
can
watching
just
a movie
pick
and
it up for me
Yeah, I've actually
and bring
had
it here.
Yeah, I've actually had a client who called me. They wanted KFC around 18. So they were like, I want KFC. They texted me on Facebook, I want KFC and all. But I don't know what happened. I think it's their phone or something. Otherwise, my phone is ever on. Whenever
Yeah.
you want to call me, I'm there. But on Sundays I don't do errands. Sundays are just for me and God and just, yeah, family.
How did your family take it? I mean, sometimes it's not you, like what you're saying, you're running your own race.
Yeah.
But sometimes we are in this family where people,
And you're a graduate.
yeah, they want to perceive us in a certain way. Basatona bwanje mwana watu ndiye aenda kuwasha pali wa neighbor or whatever. Where is your family in the picture
Wow.
of this whole
Okay.
race?
My family, I'll talk about my immediate family. My dad and mom, like, okay, my parents are long gone, so the ones who raised me up, they were so happy, like really happy for me. Like they didn't even care how what I was doing and all. They are just so supportive like that. And they were just so happy that at least I found something to do and it would be giving me money because they are in Kasama. And at some point they were thinking, how do you survive in Lusaka and all? And I'm like, yeah, like God always makes a way. And I have aunties in Lusaka and all, but sometimes being a dependent is very difficult, so you get to fight on your own to get to where you want to be. Not because people are bad, but because, you know, sometimes you feel like a burden yourself to other people. So you just want to lessen that burden and you try to find something that you can do in order for you to be satisfied and just
You know what I love about your story, and I think I'll probably delve into this deeper when I speak with Mrs. Handia, is you talked about your passion for baking and you realize there's so many people baking. But that's the thing, I think we have this tendency of, oh, Kaz is selling jewelry and she's doing very well. I should follow the same business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't realize what gap is there in the market and go into it to stand out and be unique.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing. You realize there was a gap in the market. There were people that needed help with running errands, much as they have successful businesses, and you took it on.
Right.
So thumbs up.
Thank you.
Are other girls like coming on to you and say, hey Lisa, we saw your post. Can we also, you know, come with you on one of these errands, like, you know?
So amazingly enough, I've had text messages from girls, especially those who are in college at UNZA. They're like, me, I'm passionate about babysitting. So if you need someone to babysit, please call on me. This one tells you, me, I just want to help where I can. So whenever you want people on board, please call on me. So I've been receiving such texts. So yeah. So
And I'm sure you're vetting, getting, you know, to know them better and see. Because, you know, something I've noticed about some girls, not all of them. Some of them will claim, I can do this job, I can babysit, I can do what.
Exactly.
But when you look at them closely, I think in
yes, exactly.
we've had an
That's
issue
the
here on the
passion.
show where they're saying don't employ young ones because once they get the money,
Amen.
they'll bolt.
Yeah,
They will be
preaching
on
to the
their
choir.
way.
Yeah.
You know?
Amen.
So do you think you might have problems in giving jobs or trying to help the young
Venting.
ones with that kind of background?
Okay.
Or you'd rather take your chance with them seeing the kind of story that you have? I mean, everyone deserves a chance at being helped.
So 2 days ago, if not 3 days ago, one of my friends asked me to say, so if I want to be part of what you are doing, what are the qualifications? So I said the qualifications are you are supposed to be trustworthy. 1, 2, you should have the passion. I don't want you to join me because you just want to earn a living for yourself. Because even myself, like even if I'm doing it, for me, I don't see it as something to just help me earn a living and it ends there. I want to help out people. I'm passionate about charity work, so I see too many bathing many charitable organizations helping out people out there who are underprivileged. So you should have the passion and you should be trustworthy. So when it comes to interviewing people who want to join me, I was actually talking with a brother of mine. I was like, you know what? When we'll be advertising to say we want employees, we are not going to say we are need too many. We'll just advertise to say we need employees or agents and all. And
looking for a washer,
yes,
babysitter.
No. We are not going to do that. We are going to find a way whereby they will not know that it's need too many, because some of them are just excited about need too many.
Yeah, like handling people's money and doing this and that. Being in someone's home and watching, TV.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So we'll get to do that. And just
with the start of the new year, everyone feels this pressure, I'm sure, like you did, to say a year has passed, 5 years have passed and stuff. There are other young people just are stuck in this rut. They don't want to do anything. They're waiting for Boma and but you just decided that, I needed to do something, and you've created your own employment in a space where they think employment is scarce.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so you sat down, you planned, and you made a decision.
Yes.
Sometimes we make bad ones. Sometimes we join wrong village groups. Did you ever think of joining a village group?
Village banking. Okay, I've heard a lot about village banking. Was it again? I think it should be 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about the same village banking and all. Not a friend of mine, my cousin.
Right.
Then she was like, can you join village banking? Then I'm like, for me, if there is something that I don't like is debt. Like in Congore. So even if I can't join village banking because I want money to buy me food, hair, and all. Some of them have got different motives to why they join that, of which they end up being in debt. But for me, I really don't like debt, so I don't think I can join village banking. Not that it's bad, but because that's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess others is working for others, eh?
Yes, it's working
and maybe it
for
might not
others.
working for some.
Yeah, it's not working for
Motives.
some. Yes.
There you go. It comes back to the same thing.
motives,
So we do have a personal financial educator who is Mrs. Caroline Handia, and she'll be talking to Petronella on the couch, but that's just after the break. Also, don't go away, because our fashion guru Mushinka is here to tell us what's fashionable as you plan for the year 2020. This is Ticheze.